What's up, y'all? It's your boy J Charles at Sock Money Racing. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys my touring chassis. Now, as you can see, my shell is a 1995 Honda Civic hatchback VTTI. It's the I think it's the EG6. I think that's what they call it. This body was made by Tamiya. They did a really good job. That's one of the things I love about it. It's a really clean body. They got all the lines right. One thing I love about the hatchback Civics is that there's a lot of room, and so you can move a lot of components around, and it doesn't limit you to where you can put your batteries, if you want to build an interior, etc. And so this kit was very detailed. It came with a lot of the racing stickers that I did not use. It came with a lot of the window trims so that you don't have to really paint it yourself unless you want to. Some people have that kind of skill. Kudos. I went ahead and used the stickers. I'm still learning how to use the paint and stuff, and so I just played it safe. Let's see. One thing that I noticed about this kit is that it did not come with light buckets. A lot of people might, take that as a negative on a touring chassis. To me, it's not a bad thing because it eliminates the chance that your front wheels will hit the light bucket on suspension travel or by just turning the car. I've run into that issue before in other chassis I've built. And so I didn't mind that, and plus it was easy to just put on these light stickers. Now it's front and rear with the light stickers. It's a nice clean look. It finished it up, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. Okay, so the challenging part of this kit was this rear spoiler area right up in here. Now the challenge was the rear window cover mask. It didn't really fit up in there as well, and so you really have to be mindful when you're spraying, and because you're gonna want to get the spray in there, and so you just have to pay extra attention when you're doing that part of it. You can't just sit back and spray. Alright, so as you can see, there's a chassis under here. Let me reveal it. Okay, now this is my other M40S Charisma touring chassis that was originally all-wheel drive. Some of you might remember I said my brother-in-law gave me his RC cars. He gave me 2 touring chassis, Charisma M40s. And so none of them are left original. I'm the type that likes to tinker, okay? So as you can see, one of the first things I did was convert it to front wheel drive and front motor. This is a brushed motor and transmission off of a Hoseem 9112, I believe. And so I was able to mount it on here. It's pretty solid. I was able to mount it and run drive shafts out to my front wheel hubs, and it works perfectly. The only thing I would say is the stock shaft for the Charisma chassis are too short. So I'm looking to see if they sell some that's perfect length, or I might have to just fabricate my own. So now I've eliminated the rear motor, eliminated the drive shaft in the rear. Everything's up front. Speed controller, motor, transmission up front. Servos over here, of course. And so I'm impressed with it. It's a smaller motor than this chassis is used to, because this chassis came with a 540. Now I believe this is a 390, so it's not as fast as it was, but there's nothing like building something of your own and it works. And to me, this is more appropriate for this body. I don't want to have an all-wheel drive rear motor Honda Civic. I've never heard of that. I've never seen one of those. And so and also too, the smaller motor to me fits the characteristics of a Honda Civic. They're not high torque cars with high torque engines. They're low torque cars with low torque engines that you learn to drive them really fast. Okay, now my plans for this chassis is to keep it as my touring chassis. I want to lengthen the drive shafts so that, you know, I can reduce my camber, because right now I have to run the cambers this extreme to be able to keep the drive shafts from moving around from clearance. And so once I do that, I'll be able to get the front exactly how I want it. I plan on doing a LiPo battery on this one. Y'all, I haven't really, you know, if you watch my videos about LiPo and nickel metal batteries, most of you know I prefer nickel metal. But on this chassis, I will do a LiPo battery to save some weight, and so I can get a shorty battery to fit it going across back here. And so with the LiPo battery, I plan to do brushless on this with a brushless ESC. Now, most of you know that I prefer brushed, but on this car, I'm gonna do brushless. It'll be my first experience with brushless as well, so I'm excited about that. As is obvious, I need some tires. I need some touring tires, and so that's on top of the list. I actually have other set of touring wheels, but I just like these white ones because it makes that blue pop. Let's see, the last thing that I believe this chassis will need is a set of new shocks. I would say something that's adjustable, like the coilover styles that you can adjust them. So that's it. I plan to have a lot of fun with this one. I love it because it's different, and yeah, check out my videos of it driving around. I'll have some of those up as soon as I get these components for it. And so thanks for watching. Check it out.